Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Good weekend. Bit of a heavy one on Saturday. Unplanned. Good people. So that's how it usually goes, heavy, because the company was so great. So, but look, it was a great night. What was I going to say? Great gig on Friday up in a lovely restaurant in Slane. Really enjoyed that one, and the owners were happy and stuff, so all good. Then what did we do? Oh, lovely day yesterday. Lovely day yesterday with Millie. I went out and went up to visit my dad. Went to the beautiful White Moose Cafe for pancakes, and then went home and got back into our Christmas jammies and watched Ghostbusters and movies and just snuggled in the cozy warm, and it was great. So happy days, nice weekend. Another busy week ahead, but sure, look, that's the way it is. Right, I've only won this morning because I had a good weekend and I wasn't really looking out for the negatives, you know. But one thing that really fucking annoyed me on Saturday morning, and it was literally, like, it's so funny because it happened, I wasn't even out or at those, I wasn't even out of my estate when one of them happened. And the other time I wasn't even out or at those. It was the same morning, like it was within about, Jesus, less than 5 minutes of each other. No, tell a lie, Jesus, no. It must have been within about 3 minutes of each other. Anyhow, I was coming out of my estate, and there's a few ways. I live in a green, so there's a few ways you can come. Anyway, you get up to a certain little junction there, and I stopped to let a girl by. She was driving a Mini Cooper, I think it was, and that was grand. So next of all, like, I'm talking, the passage that we were driving must have been about, Jesus, can't have been any more than 20 feet maybe, right? So she's in front of me, but what I realised was there was, this was coming out of the estate, like we weren't even out of the estate, there was a learner driver in front of her. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the guy wasn't crawling along, he was just being cautious, and it was probably one of his first times driving, from what I could gather. But this little bitch in a Mini Cooper that obviously lives in my estate fucking overtook him with, like, it wasn't even on a main road, this was on a road within an estate. She overtook him because she was so fucking mad to get her copy. When she drove past me, she had her face like a fucking bulldog chewing a wasp. But she was, I don't know where she was going, but like whether she was off to work or anything, but like that 30 seconds more would not have fucking killed her. But she overtook a learner driver, and then, like, if she overtook him and went like the opposite way to what he was going, I could understand. But she overtook him, shot back in front of him, and then turned left, like, as in she just cut him off basically. And I just said to myself, do you know what? We all were learner drivers at one stage or another. Everybody was. Unless you're self-taught from fucking 3 years of age. Most people did lessons. Most people did the whole learner thing. Most people did their driver's test, and that's it, all done. But this little wagon decided then, you know, oh no, I'm in such a rush, in our little Mini Cooper, and fucking overtook him, knocking his confidence completely out of I'd imagine. So we came out of the estate, and it turned out that I was going the same way as him, and I was behind him. It was Saturday morning. Even if I had been in a rush to go somewhere, I wouldn't have done it in the style that that little wagon did. So, fella behind me then, in an Audi, I think it was an 06 Audi. I'm going to hazard a guess and say it was an A4. And again, this was literally only after coming out of the estate. So this literally had happened within, as I said, 2 or 3 minutes of each other. And your man's behind me, I'm behind this learner driver, and I'm happy enough just pottering along because I know he's going to turn at one of the stages, and then sure, I'll just go my merry way. This fucking wanker behind me in the Audi starts shooting out to see can he get around me. Now this is coming down to a roundabout, which is even more dangerous and more confident knocking for the fucking the learner driver. But this gobshite, him and his little board and all, I can see the headner in the back in the rear view mirror, Smoking in the car, I might add, also with a kid in the back. But your man's mad to go around me to get past the learner driver. Like, where the fuck are you going in such a rush on a Saturday morning? Do you know what I mean? That you have to get past this learner driver. And I just said to myself, there's no fucking way this fella's getting past me. That learner driver is going to do what he needs to do and go on his merry way. I remember it myself. I remember taking the car out the first time I was working in Mountjoy Square in a publication company. And I remember it well. I must have stopped traffic about 25 times. My mum remembers this story because it was the first day I took the car out to go into work. Nicole was only born, so I had to have a car to be driving because she lived over in Dundrum. And I said, I better just do this, you know, and I must have stopped traffic. But you know what? I drove home that evening, no bother, because I know the mistakes I'd made. And people that morning, I have to say, was on a very busy road. This would have been going down past the Viscount and Whitehall, which is mental busy. And people were actually fairly cool to me. So to the two in the Mini Cooper and the Audi, you're dickheads. And I hope to God when your kids learn to drive that there's not some dickhead behind you doing what you were doing. You prick. Good luck. Ken Rance.